When I'm on stage, show me boobies. Ice on my neck on the coolest.
Queen Dee Dee with Dee Dee Said It. I want to bring you something quick, but actually long. It's an update for those that do know about it, and for those that don't, we need to all be put on a high hiatus and aware. Fort Lauderdale woman amongst many Black Americans to receive hateful text messages. And when I tell you, the list goes on and on and on of what I just seen. There's no way they're being made up. Let's take a listen into this video. This particular video is 2 minutes and 18 seconds long. It's coming from WPLG Local 10 News. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to follow it up with even other news stations, and I'm going to try to tell you what news station it came from, because it's honestly all across the world at this point. So let's listen in to these racist texts that's being received by only Black people. How ironic, how weird, how strange is that all of a sudden?
Of hate being sent across America have now reached South Florida.
The racist text messages telling African Americans to prepare to be taken to a plantation to pick cotton. Local 10's Christian De La Rosa live now with Fort Lauderdale with the latest. Christian.
Absolutely sad and disgusting. This started with people across 12 states getting these text messages, and it has since ballooned. Tonight we know multiple people here in Fort Lauderdale have received them, including one woman I spoke to just a little while ago.
And so it begins. I received this text message about 2 hours ago. Greetings, you have been selected to pick cotton at the nearest plantation.
Corin Freeman of Fort Lauderdale is one of a growing number of Black women, men, and children across the country reporting getting these text messages.
And immediately, I was taken aback, and I felt my heart drop down into my stomach, and I was afraid.
In some cases, the texts address them by name, adding, "Be ready at 12 a.m. sharp with your belongings. Our executive slaves will come get you in a brown van. Be prepared to be searched down once you enter the plantation."
This is an intentional scare tactic that someone is doing to make Black people feel disempowered.
Those targeted say they started getting the messages Wednesday,
the day after Election Day. The boldness is real.
Black students have also reported getting texts addressing them as Negro. Congratulations, you have been selected to be a slave. The national president of the NAACP said in a statement, "The unfortunate reality of electing a president who historically has embraced and at times encouraged hate is unfolding before our eyes. The Trump campaign is denying any involvement." So the sender's phone numbers were visible in these messages. Text Now, which is a service that allows people to create fake phone numbers and send stuff like this now, says that it is working to actively block these messages from going out, and it is investigating. So is the FBI. Live in Fort Lauderdale, I'm Christian De La Rosa. Look.
It may be hard to track down the persons responsible for a now viral racist message.
This particular video is coming from WDSU News. Louisiana Attorney General reveals new findings on racist text. Before I even start this video, what did this lady just say? It's going to be hard for them to find out who's sending text messages like this. I find that so goddamn weird and so goddamn strange that it's hard for you to find out who's sending text messages like this. But wait a minute, lady. The minute something happened to your president, you guys are on it like that. You get everything encrypted, you get everything found, you get everything looked into, you get everything traced back. But now we have a slew of Black women, men, and children receiving racist text messages referring, taking you to a slave and a brown, being a slave and all this type of old foolishness. And you guys have no outages, you have no relief, you have nothing for us to hear other than, yes, it's happening to you Black ass people, and what we're going to do about it, we don't know. Because your tax dollars don't count. This video is 2 minutes and 26 seconds long.
The messages, which tell people they'll be picked up by so-called slave catchers, they've led to state and federal investigations. We do want to warn viewers that some of you may find the content disturbing. WDSU reporter Jonah Gilmore live. Jonah, why is the cyber expert saying it may be difficult to find the person responsible?
Well, that cybersecurity expert walked me through VPNs, which is the tool being used to send some of those messages. He says VPNs are hard to trace and they build up a cyber wall, making it difficult to determine who's using it and where they really are.
Greetings, Chasey. You have been selected to pick cotton at the nearest plantation.
That offensive message is spamming phones and causing nationwide outrage.
As I'm reading it, I'm triggered. It's gut-wrenching, and my heart is really broken.
Chase Cassine is one of several people who received this message, calling it wicked.
It's evil, it's racist, and it's divisive.
I received one in my personal email box this morning.
According to the state attorney general, Liz Murrow, some of the messages have been traced back to a VPN in Poland.
Also have had conversations with the FBI and know that the FBI is also looking into it because it's occurring across multiple states in the country.
Cybersecurity expert Larry Lavallee believes the culprits accessed information leaked in data breaches to send these texts, and those culprits could be anywhere, including New Orleans.
Anyone can pretty much sign up for a VPN and pretty much.
And in a disturbing wave of digital harassment, Black Americans in the United States, they've received anonymous racist text messages following the...
This particular video is coming from WION, whatever they are, whoever they are. And I mean, she's about to bore me from the beginning because she's talking like she's slurred. She's talking like she can't speak clearly. She's talking like she all the way on. She probably in Poland somewhere with the people. I mean, just listening to her with her energy and her enthusiasm, to be honest with you, I really don't want to listen to her. But because I'm bringing the video to you all, I have to listen to her. I mean, but for real, what is she saying? She sounds like she really don't give a damn. She only there doing her job. But anyway, this video is 2 minutes and 10 seconds long. Here we go yet again with another racist text message that's been sent out to Black Americans all in a whole nother state. Let's listen in to what Slew Talker has to say. Slew Talking slow ass Rebecca. Let's see what she wanted to say, because you know what? She have a lot to say right now, and Black people deal with it. I mean, you're receiving text messages across the United States, and Black Americans, you are being targeted. On to the next.
Presidential election. The hateful messages invoking slavery urge recipients to board a bus to a plantation. Recipients include children, teens, adults in states like New York, Alabama, California, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Maryland.
And you mean to tell me our government, our high-tech ass government that got all the money to make sure we get old presidents back in the office, our high government that got so many rules that got to decide whether or not a woman can have an abortion, I mean, they have no access to now help Black people directly? I mean, make this make some damn sense to me. It's stupid. It makes absolutely no sense to me. What type of government are we living in? But you got so much resources to go to an Asian parlor and arrest 21 Asian women because of prostitution. But you can't find out who's sending racist text messages to Black people that make up America as well. To Black people that pay their tithes and their taxes and their money, whatever you want to call it. Black people, we contribute in this world. We're not the only one that don't contribute. Let's be clear. There are some in every race that don't contribute. And leeches. And thieves. We're amongst all of them. But now, again, where Black people really are looking for the government to step in and give us answers for our treatment, they have no clue, no answers. And then what the FBI going to do? Push it up under the rug. This is a BS country. And this country, to me, it makes me feel as though it is built for white people. I'm going to be truly honest with you. I hate to say it, but it is. So a lot of times I look back and I say, man, it's a shame how entitled some racists are. Like, who gave anybody the right to say that Black people were slaves? I say it all the time, and I'm not going to stop saying it. Who came up with this theory? And we are enslaved. We are enslaved big time and don't even know it. I'm tired of listening to her.
Mother of an Intercom high school student says...
This particular video comes from Sacramento, from KCRA3 News. Again, another racist text. Looks like this one is coming from a high school student who's received it. This video is 2 minutes and 19 seconds long. Depending on how they talking, we're not going to hear it all.
Daughter and numerous friends received a disturbing and racist text message this week.
The thing about it is they used her whole name. And so I'm like, what? And I asked her, what was it sent? Who else was it sent to? She said, her other friends. I said, was it just the black kids or everybody? She said, just the black kids. So that was like super alarming.
Latoya Buford tells us her daughter received the text around 9:30 Wednesday night. The questions started swirling.
What is this? Who did it come from? Why?
This is the message. Students around the country have reported receiving it. In a statement, a spokesperson for the FBI's Sacramento field office says, the FBI is aware of the offensive and racist text messages sent to individuals around the country and is in contact with the Justice Department and other federal authorities on the matter. As always, we encourage members of the public to report threats of physical violence to local law enforcement authorities. The Sacramento County Sheriff's Office encouraged anyone who receives this text or any other type of disturbing content like it to report it to the sheriff's.
This is horrible. You guys don't give a damn about black people, dummies. You don't care about us. Stop acting like y'all care. You don't care. You don't give a damn, because if you gave a damn, I promise you, you would work harder. Y'all don't care. And black people don't get it because we too busy fussing and fighting and bickering over dumbass stuff. Times when we need to come together, y'all cross over to somewhere else. This is hurtful. It's offensive. It's disrespectful. We live on this goddamn planet too. And we the last voices to be heard. You got foreigners that come over here and are heard louder than us. It's a shame that black people got to fight so hard just to get a word in edgewise. The only reason why white people have a problem with us is because we don't give you a chance, especially when we get upset. But now do y'all understand why do we get so upset? Like, where is the real justice here? Now we got our black kids can't even go to school without being insulted. Disrespectful. No, we don't know where it's coming from. It could be somebody black. It could be somebody white. It could be a foreigner. Who gives a damn? The fact that someone is doing it and they have no clue. They don't even have a leverage to tell us what they're looking at, when they're getting to it. They have nothing to actually tell us. Why? Because they really don't give a damn. That's why when so many black kids go missing, they sweep it up under the rug. But then when white kids go missing, it's plastered all on milk cartons. It's plastic all on billboards. Hey, it's plastered all across people's foreheads. It's plastered all on our dollar bills. It's everywhere. But when things happen to black people as a whole, the only way we can get justice is the whole goddamn country of black people got to come together and say someone is doing harm to us. Man, this world is a horrible ass place. You guys need to do better than that. If you got a problem with black people, then maybe you should leave. We was already here, goddamn it. And if you don't like black people being here, won't you haul ass?
Racist texts are being sent around the nation to black Americans, and new tonight.
This particular video comes from WHAS 11 News. Black youth again reportedly received racist text message in Kentucky. I mean, what a racist state.
We're learning from FBI Louisville that some of the texts have been sent to people right here in Kentucky. It's our top story right here on the Night Team. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alex Dieterer. If we don't have any information on how many of these messages were received in Louisville, but community leaders say the references to slavery and cotton picking are alarming. WHAS 11's Alexandra Goldberg and photojournalist Aspen Hester spoke with those leaders today.
And it says, greetings, you've been selected to pick cotton at the nearest plantation. Be ready November 30th, 4 p.m. sharp with your belongings. Our executive slaves will come and get you in a brown van. Be prepared to be searched once you enter the van. You are in Plantation Group C. See you November 30th.
The text message sent to a young black student in Louisville.
There are young black boys and girls being terrorized on the heels of this election, on the basis of race.
Racist, anonymous text sent to black Americans nationwide.
It's difficult to find words to really explain.
Community leaders say the text started circulating on Wednesday. Louisville Urban League's Lyndon Pryor says they come after an election day that was at the helm of a divisive presidential race.
The idea that this type of hatred would be present in the immediate aftermath is not terribly surprising.
ABC News confirmed that a text messaging app called Text Now, used to create those fake phone numbers, shut down at least one account that allegedly sent some of those texts. ABC News also confirmed that the FBI is investigating this.
This should not deter us, but this should make us stronger.
Raul Cunningham of Louisville's NAACP tells Louisville's black community to remember basic principles.
Those principles and mores that got us through slavery and got us through Jim Crow.
Can you believe it? Phone stands nowadays are so advanced. You just open it up like this, place your phone on it, and you can rotate it 360.
I looked at my phone and I read that message and I immediately started crying.
Elise McCall.
This particular video comes from CBS News. This video is 2 minutes and 11 seconds long.
One of countless black Americans targeted with racist text messages like this one, telling them they'd been selected to pick cotton on a plantation the day after the U.S. election.
This is truly disgusting, and whoever's sending it out is vile. No one should ever, think to send that message or receive that message. It just made me sick to my stomach.
The anonymous text sent across the country, some directly referencing Donald Trump.
I am one of Donald Trump's associates, and your cotton picking sessions are from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m.
It's been brought to my attention that people are receiving vile, racist text messages and emails.
Louisiana's Attorney General says some were...
The News 4 Rundown.
This particular video comes from NBC4 in Washington.
Hello, and thanks for joining us for the News 4 Rundown. I'm Leon Harris. It is Friday, November 8th, and tonight, multiple federal, state, and local authorities are all investigating the origins of a series of racist text messages. They're being sent primarily to black people, telling them that they've been selected for cotton picking or to become a slave. And this is not a problem exclusive to the DMV. Reports of similar text messages are coming in from across the country tonight.
I read it. And then I was in shock. I froze. I didn't know what to do.
And I literally felt my heart drop to my stomach. I got scared.
Who does that? I was so thrown off. I'm like, who sits around and thinks of something like this?
We're in the year 2024, and it is sickening to see that people still have this level of hatred within their heart.
Several local moms tell News 4 that they and their children have received those messages as well. Amy Jo is working for you with what you can do to protect yourself and your family online.
When a Maryland mom checked her phone Wednesday, she'd received this shocking text.
I looked at it and it said, you've been selected to be a breeder.
She also says her daughter received multiple texts addressing her by name, telling her to report to a plantation to pick cotton.
I think that was probably the most frustrating or upsetting for my daughter, was the fact that she saw her name. So we had to have a conversation about people are doing this to make you afraid.
It comes as the FBI says it's investigating racist texts being sent all around the country this week by an unknown sender. The messages often sent to black people. A DC mom tells News 4 it happened to her daughter too.
For us to get that text, to me, it's just crazy at this time.
All of this is crazy, man. All of it's crazy. All of it is disrespectful. All of it, it takes you to a whole nother level of, anger. And that's why I get so sick and tired of people coming in my comments talking about somebody goddamn racist. I had a guy come in my comment literally tell me that I'm racist because I did a video of white police officers beating a Hispanic dad for filming his son. And I'm saying to myself, racist? What made me racist? That's not racist. That's giving you the outright dirty truth about things that go on with us. But why is it that we always have to defend our feelings? Why do we have to defend things so much? But then you got our white counterparts that they don't have to defend. All they have to do is point their finger and say it happened. All they got to do is part their lips and say this is what was done to them. I'm not understanding it. Why did we become the race that get beat up so bad about color? And then I got black men that go so far. I'm talking about the man that did the video about Kamala Harris. Say no to the whole. Why you didn't just take your black ass out there and vote? Like, why do stuff like this? Now, that would be the same black man that might have received this text, but he out there soliciting for a white man beating a black woman up because she's a president-elect. I mean, we don't stop and think about things like that until it happened to us. Then you got black men out there all in my damn comments. Oh, this is why you can't get a man. Man, I'm married 31 years. My separation don't have nothing to do with a woman and all of that stuff. It has everything to do with my peace. But y'all worried about a woman being submissive. And then I'm sitting here saying to myself, you worried about a woman being submissive. I want all these black men to show me that you're raising your daughters that way. Show me that your moms were treated was submissive like that. No, they want to control us in different ways, but they can't control things like this. Go out and be true protectors. Fight against the men that's actually beating y'all to a pulp. It's not black women. This right here requires a community to come together. But you still can't come together. That's why we're so separated as a whole. I don't know who's behind these messages. It may be a foreigner. May it be a black person? Who knows? May it be a white person? Who cares? All we want to know is, what are you going to do about it? Stop giving us false pretense. Oh, we're looking into it, but you don't have any avenues after looking. This is a disgraceful, disgusting country, and it's built for white people, and I don't know why black people still trying to live in it, especially in the state of Florida. Florida is so goddamn racist until, honestly, it's not funny. It's not funny anymore. And I don't have no love for it. This is your girl, Queen Dee Dee, with Dee Dee said it. If you receive text messages like this, I don't know. I guess now you'll be amongst the bandwagon of what, reporting it to the same people that's sending it to you? What do you do about this? Because clearly we're not going to get help for this. There's no help for black people when it comes to certain things. I mean, and then why do white people care? Why do other countries care? Why do other foreigners care? Why do other minorities care? Why would they care when we don't care? Especially if we can get on TV and talk up under a woman's dress. We can get on TV and down and degrade and bash black women. Vice versa. Go to hell.